Guys, my name is Rosita. I am one of the singing teachers here on Take Lessons. So today's topic is going to be on quote unquote being tone deaf. Now there's actually a lot of misconceptions about being tone deaf. It affects a lot of potential singers and even stops people to sing for those that love to sing, just because they think that they are tone deaf. Now, I have coached hundreds of singers every year, and I still yet have to meet a legitimate tone deaf person, because a legitimate tone deaf person is rare. So yes, guys, if you think you are tone deaf, seek a vocal coach. Because chances are, yes, you guys have hope. Yes, you guys can sing. Okay? Reason being is that there is a cognitive disorder called Amusia, which literally translates to not musical. But it's such a rare condition. There's a form of brain damage, and maybe sometimes it can be caused by a brain injury. And they have difficulties, or actually they don't have difficulties, they just can't. They can't distinguish pitch. And you're probably saying to yourself, well, that's me. Most likely not. Okay? To obtain pitch is nothing more of a coordination between the ear and the brain and confidence. Like I mentioned, amusia is a rare condition, and I still yet have to meet one. That's how rare it is. I've actually have a colleague of mine who's also a vocal coach who's been teaching for over 30 years and still yet has to meet a person with that condition. So there is hope. Now, what develops, what causes the difficulties of being on pitch? Well, 90% of the time I blame society. Reason being is that I'm sure once upon a time you didn't care. You sang your heart out, especially as kids, and someone out there that said, "Oh, you better be quiet. Oh, you don't sound good. You're off pitch. Maybe you just tone it down a little." And then over time, when we hear a negative feedback that it's not from a vocal coach, just from an average Joe, develops hesitation and fear, and that creates a physical reaction to the voice, and it behaves as if it's like if it cannot get on pitch because we hesitate. Go to a vocal coach. Seek a vocal coach. We professionalize in these types of things. So, I'm going to give you guys an exercise that is going to help you. Now, it is tedious. You will need patience with yourself. It's nothing that you can obtain overnight, but consistency is the key, and you will definitely hear improvement. So, first thing, I want you to try to sing this note. Now, I'm going to ask you guys something. I'm trying to hit this note. Am I above pitch, meaning higher? Am I higher than the pitch played on the piano, or am I lower than the pitch? I'm higher. So say if I want to hit this note, and I want to try to hit this note. If you said that I'm below pitch, if I'm under pitch, then yes, you would be correct. So, first step to improve your pitch is to identify if you're higher or lower than this designated pitch. So, if you are higher than the pitch, I would like for you to glide downwards, curve your voice. For an example, I'll do it again. Until you believe you hit the right pitch. Now, if you were lower, you want to do the opposite. You want to curve up. You want to do a glide with your voice upwards until you hit the correct pitch. That's going to take time. So you guys can choose a note until you're able to hit it correctly. Another exercise that I'm going to suggest is what I call a half-step exercise. So here I'm going to start with middle C. And we're only going to do this on he. So make sure add a little H sound in front of it. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it together, actually. So you want to slide downwards by a half a step. Pitches raise and lower, but by what we call steps. Okay? Steps is a form of interval, which is a distance between pitches. So I'm just going to go ahead and play. Please don't, well, I'm not going to sing, but you guys can sing along. And I'm going to go lower. Those are for men, so women. And yes, I would like for you guys to do it that slow. Master the process first before you want to go all Speedy Gonzales. Okay? If you're under, say, 18, you probably don't know what that reference is. Just look up Looney Tunes, then you guys will see what I mean. Alright, if you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Again, my name is Rosita. You can find me here on takelessons.com. Go ahead, check out my profile, and click Ask a Question, and those questions do go directly to me. Alright guys, hopefully I'll get an opportunity to talk to you soon. Bye!